Hi, CMattDye here. Thanks for stopping by, checking out the video. Today I want to do one on Raccoon Syndicate. Now, Raccoon Syndicate is minting on October 1st of 2022. So just about a week away, and they're minting the Scientist and the Clerics. They do look very, very good. There's going to be 1,500 Clerics and 1,500 Scientists. So let's get into what they're going to look like, some of the other skins, some new skins that were just recently revealed, and then we're going to get into the Raccoon Whitepaper. So let's get into some of the skins. So these are the skins that are already out right now. So just you have some really, really neat ones. This guy looks really good, actually. Um, all of them look pretty good. Now the skins that were just released, you had the Frankencoon. I'm not exactly sure what they're calling it. The Frankenstein skin. I really do like this, and especially in October, it's almost Halloween. I really like him. Has a syringe in his hand. The messed up hand over here. I like it. I like it. And the next one appears to be loading slower. The ruby skin. Now this skin really does stand out. He has the honey in a beaker. Obviously, this is a scientist here. You have the honey stick here, which is kind of cool. And you can see his little scientist label on his jacket. You also have the RS on the belt. So there's a lot of cool stuff with this project. And I want to get into the Raccoon Whitepaper that was just released recently. He has a friend in the Discord that he's working with that created this logo, which is very nice looking. This is version 1.0, and it was just released recently. It talks about the collection. There's going to be 6 syndicates, 4 professions. We're going to get into that in a little bit. The hold to earn aspect of it, and this is the different tier mints. The tier 3 was the first mint, tier 2 is this mint, tier 1 is the last mint, which right now is tentatively scheduled to at the end of October. So that's what it is. It talks a little bit about the project, a little disclaimer. Most things have disclaimers. I like how the RS looks. Almost looks like a treble clef here. And this almost looks like a treble clef a little bit. So are they going to tie in music to the project? That would be kind of interesting. I haven't heard any speculation as of that in particular, but it does seem like, with the little hints here, the older style look, the 16th century, whatever, it does seem like maybe they might bring some type of music into the project. This is a bunch of writing. You guys can read this here. The a little origin story, which is kind of cool. Probably should have scrolled down prior to this. Now, this is the art. This shows how it was initially done. Like, this was one of the first ones. This is, the one that kind of became the main base model. And then this is what the raccoon looks like once you add all the raccoon colors, the basic raccoon colors, like, the tail, the face, stuff like that, to make him look like an actual raccoon. So that's kind of cool to see, to see how it kind of began. These were the clothes. You could see, what they did here, how they made the clothes. That's pretty cool. I do like that. It definitely has the Peaky Blinders vibe, and I know they've talked about that before. Um, which, if you haven't seen, is a great show. This is the Farmers. This was a 2,500. The prior mint. The Hunters 2,500 also was the prior mint. And what they're going to do is the two that are being released together are going to battle in the leaderboard. So you're not battling like a hunter versus a scientist. It's going to be those two, the hunters and farmers, the scientists and clerics, and then the last two. So that's how it's going to be. So you don't have to worry about going up against a really overpowered raccoon. You're going to battle inside your collections. So this is the scientist. There's going to be 1,500. They're the driving force behind all technology, which makes sense because they're scientists. And then you have the moral arbiters of the Raccoon Kingdom, uh, which also makes sense. So those are your two that are minting right now. This talks about the minting soon. The tier one is going to be 1,000, and right now I believe it's going to be if you own two uh, scientists or clerics, so two of them, you'll get a whitelist for the upcoming collection. So I believe that's how it's going to be. And this is your four professions, if you haven't heard. There's going to be 4,000 staff, 4,000 soldiers, and then you're going to have 1,600 captains, 400 generals. So that's going to be the breakdown of the group, and you're going to be able to use these. So these are the skins right now. You have the copper, steel, gold, metallic, material skins, clay, wood, stone, and then your nature, magma, and revenant. And then you have your Frankenskin and your ruby skin. So ruby would be a material, and your Frankenskin, I believe, is a metallic. And I probably am butchering the name of it, so apologies to me. But this is the hold to earn concept. This is the leaderboard game that I was speaking about. It's expected to launch in early 2023. The hold to earn mechanic is going to be for holding one of the 10,000 Raccoon Syndicate NFTs. It's going to enter you into the game every 2 months, because it's going to be a 2-month cycle. So every 2 months, you're going to get a NFT in your wallet. And they're going to do it a couple different ways. They're going to have battle rounds. So it's going to be every 10 epochs or 50 days with a 10 to 15 day intermission, which is going to be called the ceasefire. Makes sense because it's the battle. And you're going to have different battle events. So there's going to be a couple different ways to be able to get on the list. Basically, you're going to have a couple of items like bread or milk that you can get over that 10 epoch period, and it'll boost your rewards for maybe a week or 2 weeks or something like that. And then you're going to have items that will actually be airdropped to you that you can upgrade your raccoon and you can get a higher multiplier. If you look in the metadata of your raccoons, you're going to see a multiplier, 1, 1.3, whatever. And then with those items, you'll be able to upgrade that multiplier. Now, with the bread or milk, you'll be able to boost your NFT. And then they have another item that'll be able to boost your entire wallet. So all of your raccoons will get a boost for a set period of time. And that is probably going to be one of the rarer items, but also one of the more highly sought after items. So those are going to be the items at the moment that we know about. And your leaderboard events will be chosen every 10 to 15 days, which is about 2 or 3 epochs. And you'll be able to jump onto social media, YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, Discord, to pick the next set of battle events. So it looks like we're going to be voting on the different events. So that's one thing that's very interesting. I wanted to talk about something else down here. I just haven't gotten to it yet. This is a big white paper. So a lot of thought has gone into this. Like if you look at this project, Timmy himself has had a lot of thought going into him because he's a cat. And it's a pretty cool cat. Which maybe that goes back to jazz times. Everybody called everybody cats. He's a cool cat. That's a cool cat. Maybe Timmy's a jazz fan. I don't know. But that's what it kind of reminds me of a little bit. And then of course his blue for Cardano. It's just I love it. So a lot of thought has gone into this project. So I'm not down to what I'm trying to look for yet, but basically what you can do is your captains and generals are your leaders. and you're going to be able to put together squads. Okay, here we are. This is what I was trying to look for. Your captain and general raccoons will be able to invite other raccoons from other wallets to join their squad. So this is what I wanted to talk about here. So you have a captain or a general, you can put together a squad. Now you can do, and this would be easy, right? Your captain, your general, and then your non-captain and general raccoons. That makes up a squad. However, they're thinking about doing a different mechanic. So if your captain or general is a squad leader, and then you have different raccoons from different wallets down here, you're going to get a bonus. Now, I don't know what that bonus is going to be, but that is what is being talked about right now. I think that's very, very cool. And that really does, make you want to become more part of the community because, I could use my captain or general and get other raccoons from different wallets, but then I can use my other raccoons and I can join squads from other captains or generals. So that's just a lot of fun. I like how he's gamifying the project. And that's one of the things that kind of stood out to me right here, the squads. The squads I thought was a very, very cool idea. Of course, the leaderboards, you're going to be able to log on and look at your raccoon and see who's ahead, who's below. And I like this layout. The user interface looks pretty cool, actually. So I do like that. You can look at the leaderboard, you can check it out, you can see where you're at, what do you need. So maybe you need a certain amount of raccoons and you can go on the secondary market and get it. There's also, it said there's going to be a way to look up raccoons and you can see raccoons on the secondary and say, okay, well, this raccoon has a such and such amount of points. I would like to get those points. So let me buy this raccoon, so you can do stuff like that. That's going to be pretty cool. I'm not sure when that feature is going to come out, but most likely it will be after the game has already come out. So after, early 2023, whenever that is, and that should be a lot of fun. So this is talking about different leaderboards. Like I said, you're going to have your hunters versus your farmers. That's your tier 3 leaderboard. Your tier 2 leaderboard is going to be scientists and clerics, and then tier 1 for the other two syndicates. It's going to be a lot of fun. At the end of the 50-day battle round, the position of each individual raccoon on this sub leaderboard will result in a small boost towards their points total on the global leaderboard. So that is a lot of fun. So there's going to be a global leaderboard, but then tier leaderboards. So I like that a lot. And they're probably going to do similar to like in golf, where if you're not familiar with the game in golf, if you're really good, then you just play. And if you're really bad, they give you a little bit of a boost. So you have like a couple of, maybe 7 strokes or something like that. So you'll be, you know, it matches people. So I'm assuming they're going to do something similar to that with this leaderboard, the tier leaderboard going into the global leaderboard. We're going to have to wait and see. It's going to be a lot of fun. What I really want to see, are they going to incorporate music into this project? That's one of my predictions, just because of this logo right here. That does remind me of a treble clef. I know I do love music, so that's what stood out to me. So we'll have to wait and see what that actually does turn into. So anyway, hopefully you enjoyed this breakdown of Raccoon Syndicate. It's a fun project, and Timmy's a good person. He's a or a good cat. Excuse me. My bad. He's a good cat. So I like the project. I'm a fan. I am going to mint. I'm going to max out my whitelist. So you know take it for what it is. Do your own research, get in their Discord, ask questions. I'm going to link that below. So you can always get in their Discord, ask questions, find out if you like the project or not, if you don't already know about it. So with that, have a great rest of your day. If you enjoyed the video, hit a thumbs up. If not, you can always thumbs down. I appreciate the feedback either way. Have a great rest of your day. I'll see you around the crypto markets. Take care.